I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the 6th annual Sling Ding at Oshkosh 2024.
The USA is by far our biggest market. You guys are 60% of everything we deliver around the world.
And this is the year of the high wing. The high wing is ready to go. It's ready for the mainstream. And this is the year that all happens. But it's also the year of the start of the air conditioner wars.
This award is actually your award.
Hey guys, it's Matthew from Sling Pilot Academy. Every year at Oshkosh, we have the Sling Ding, an event for all the Sling family, including aircraft owners, Sling enthusiasts, partner companies, and more. It consists of updates from Sling Aircraft and Sling Pilot Academy, as well as food and drinks for everyone. This year, we even had some of the South African team there, like Mike, James, and Andrew. Stick around to see what it was like. Enjoy the video.
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the 6th annual Sling Ding at Oshkosh 2024. We started this thing 6 years ago. All we had maybe is 50 people, some cans of beer, and some Chex Mix on the tables. But here we are, in 2024, enjoying a huge crowd and, of course, huge success for Sling. I just want to thank you on behalf of Sling Aircraft North America, which has provided all the food and drink that you're having tonight, and Sling Pilot Academy for providing it as well. So a round of applause for them. Thank you, Matt, John, everyone.
I'm just going to go through a few updates, and then I'm going to start handing the microphone off to some other people. James and I attended the Mosaic update meeting on Wednesday, an all-day event. And the bottom line with Mosaic is, in about a year, the FAA should release the final rule. It's going to be pretty good for everyone. It'll take another year for the standards to be produced and accepted by the FAA. So it's going to be at least another 2, maybe 3 years before we can produce Mosaic airplanes. So in the meantime, we're going to keep having fun with experimental build-assist airplanes and home-built kits and two-seat LSAs. But that's the update about Mosaic. So at this point, I'm going to start handing the microphone over. First up, I'd like to welcome the co-CEO of Sling Aircraft, South Africa, Andrew Pittman, to give us a little bit of an update. Andrew Pittman.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, everyone. I haven't been here for about 10 years, and I can tell you when I was here 10 years ago, we were, one LSA on the stand, and now it has just blown my mind to see the support and the number of customers and potential customers and the interest and friendliness from all of you. I feel really, really proud of what we've done. So I'm the co-CEO along with my brother James. I'm a shareholder in the company, and I'm responsible for sales and marketing, kind of on a day-to-day basis, finance, logistics, purchasing, and I thought that what I would talk just a bit about is the sales network and where we are selling airplanes around the world. So we're very proud to be in 33 countries around the world. We have distributors. We have aircraft in even more countries than those because we've sold directly into some countries that don't have distributors. And currently we're selling between 18 and 20 aircraft a month, roughly broken down into 5 LSAs, about 7 or 8 TSIs, and then we're taking loads of orders for high wings. The USA is by far our biggest market. You guys are 60% of everything we deliver around the world. And then Australia and Europe and South Africa are kind of the next biggest markets, but we're all over the place. We're in South America. I can see Louis down there in Argentina. And we are in some bizarre places like Cambodia and Saudi Arabia and the UAE. And things feel really, really good, especially after the show. I feel like having had the high wing here, the first kind of kit-built experimental high wing for everyone to see, has made quite an impact on people, and I'm hoping that you all place deposits on them very, very soon. I think James will cover most of the rest of the stuff on kind of production and new factory and stuff. And so thank you very much, everyone, for being so kind and supporting us and being part of the family.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Next up, we're going to talk to some of our Build Assist centers. I want to get Henry and Evan and Doug coming in this direction. Henry, can we have a few words about what you're doing at Midwest Sky Sports?
Hello, everyone. My name's Henry from Midwest Sky Sports. I am the owner, along with my wife, Nicole. Which is actually the boss and the brains of the outfit. But a couple fun facts about Midwest Sky Sports. This year will be our 9th year as a build center for Sling Aircraft, so that's kind of exciting. And currently we are in the process of building our 44th aircraft for Sling, so we've been building a lot of them over the years. And for any given time, we have 10 to 13 airplanes that are under production in our build center. Last year we purchased a 20,000 square foot facility specifically detailed to do the build assist process. And this year we just built a new 10,000 square foot facility to do storage and final assembly of our aircraft. So we're really gearing up to make a lot of good things happen. A couple new things that we did is we're currently building our new Sling TSI called the Midwest Edition. You guys have probably seen a lot of things on Facebook about that. So that sling is going to be the best that you can possibly get in any Sling aircraft, and we hope in the future to produce at least 1 or 2 of those a year for whoever wants them. So that's pretty special. And then also, you guys probably know, you've seen in the Facebook posts, Aerospace Innovation. So that's a company that we have that is behind the scenes working, making products and upgraded products for the Sling aircraft. So stay tuned, because there's a lot of big things that are going to be rolling out of that company as well for you guys in the Sling community. And then last but not least, in October 5th and 6th, we have our annual Build Assist Seminar, which a lot of you guys are going to be attending, along with Garmin and builders and people that want to build and everybody that wants to learn anything about a sling. They can come to the seminar and see the slings all the way broken down into every detail, rivet, and piece that makes it up. So that'll be pretty fun. But without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Evan so he can talk about his Build Assist.
Thank you so much, Henry. Appreciate it. And if we wanted to build a center like Henry has in LA, it would cost us at least $20 million. So we're just going to keep it low key. Evan Brunier, whenever we get a customer ask us for some special modification that's completely not our standard Build Assist product, and that's going to make us have to do lots of extra work, it's because they saw Evan Brunier do it. Evan.
So the last 2 years I've come here and I came up with some stupid introduction line and tried to crack a joke, and then I had nothing else to say afterwards. This year I have nothing to introduce with, but I do have a little bit of a story that I want to kind of tell. So, what was it? 5 years ago, I sold my house in San Diego, and I was single at the time, and so of course the money had to burn a hole in my pocket immediately, and I bought a sling kit, and I did my build log on YouTube because I'm not a paperwork guy, and I just wanted to do it that way because it was easier. And then I'm sorry for all of you people who ended up watching those dry content videos. And then I found out that my girlfriend, now wife, Andrea over here, was pregnant. So, of course, selling the sling kit, was kind of never really part of the calculation. That was not an option. So instead, we had to move to Idaho, where we could afford to buy a new house. And so now, and I'm so grateful that Sling, all the head honchos over there and all of you guys were so accepting of this 30-year-old kid who was truly faking it till he made it. And I'm so appreciative of that. And then we got one Alpha Mike over here, who was the first kind of madman who decided that this kid could build an airplane for him. But here's the thing. I'm a design engineer by trade, and that's why everybody sends the crazy stuff to me, because I enjoy it. I don't know that I'm entirely at home with the production stuff. So I've been scaling back my build assist operation. So I've got 3 builds in progress right now, 1 more after that. And at least for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be done with build assist. I'm not done with Sling. That's for absolute certain, and I'm damn sure not done with aviation. This is my passion. This is my home. But I need to pursue my design engineering. That's where my true skill set is. That's where my future is. And it'll also free me up to be able to produce a lot of the cool little gizmos and tweaks and things, and actually have them available for all of you, rather than having to come to me for my program to do it, that I do 3 or 4 airplanes a year. I mean, God knows I'll never have a 30,000 square foot worth of Henry stuff. So, and yeah, you know, it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be kind of a new chapter in the journey, but I hope that I'm able to provide, you know, some value to you guys in a way that's a little bit bigger and more substantial to the overall community. So that's where I'm at. You're in Phoenix. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he said he told me, but I think we were, yeah. Maybe this means Evan Branier can go full time into the air conditioner wars, because this year we've got to say,
damn right, I will not tie another race.
This year is really the year of the 916 engine. It's an engine that's changing Sling Aircraft. It's the engine that was made for the high wing, not by Rotax, but they did it anyway. And this is the year of the high wing. The high wing is ready to go. It's ready for the mainstream, and this is the year that all happens. But it's also the year of the start of the air conditioner wars. Evan's in, we're in, the Australians are in, and it's on. Anyway, next I'd like to welcome Doug Goodrich. He's in the northeastern United States, Sling Custom Builds. He's also been doing BRS for the longest time. Mr. Doug Goodrich.
We're located in upstate New York. It's Custom Aircraft Builders, and we've got a couple of planes flying now and a couple more in process. We've got 2 high wings that we've started, and it's just really a lot of fun. My staff is having a good time doing this, and we're able to come up with some unique things also that we're doing, and it's just building experimental airplanes is just so different than the certified side that I've been used to doing for 30 years, and it is truly a lot of fun, and appreciate being part of this. I guess the only thing I'll pitch now is if you've ever been looking for a T-shirt, hat, or anything Sling swag, I've got some different things available there. There's a sign in the back, but just go to Custom Aircraft Builders. Our Aero store is available there. And also, I'm doing custom wheel chocks. They're made out of a filament. They're 3D printed. It's out of a filament that will stand up to outdoor temperatures and stuff like that. There's a set right back there with Linda Solar's end number. Yeah. So if you want to take a look at them, they're back there. They can also be ordered on the website. All right, thanks.
Thank you so much, Doug. Next up, I'd like to invite Midwest Panel Builders. The expertise of Steve and Adam of Midwest Panel Builders is really second to none in the experimental instrument panel world. And we have been really grateful and feel privileged that they have taken such an important position in the Sling family, bringing their expertise, uplifting what we know as avionics and experimental aircraft to a very high level of completion. And they give the best support, design the best panels. Steve and Adam.
All right, thank you, everybody. It definitely has been a fun ride. We've been part of this. We were actually part of Midwest Sky Sports when we first started, and we spun off that so we could just focus on what we do. So to date, we've done how many? 160 Sling panels that we've completed. Mostly TSI, some Sling 4, and some Sling 2. But, of course, TSI has been the majority of it. We got several high wings in the pipeline, and we got a lot going on there. So it's been a lot of fun. We really enjoy working with all the customers that we have and future ones coming, and so that's really been great. We are actually partnered with Henry on our new sling build that we're doing. So we'll have that ready at our build seminar coming up. And we're going to be getting a loader for that so that we can also do some transition training for all of his customers. So we got some cool stuff that we're going to roll out when that airplane's done. So look out for that.
Thank you to all of our customers and the Sling community at large that also helped us get to where we are. The first year that we really started doing panels full time, we'd kind of gotten, a few panels for the year, and those I called it the garage band days. And then all of a sudden things just really exploded into way beyond what I would have ever imagined. And so I'm very thankful for all that. And it's in no small part to the majority of everybody here. That's pretty much it.
Thank you. And watch out for our sling build because, again, there's going to be some cool features that not necessarily for sale, but fun for us. And I think it'll be fun for you as well. So,
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Adam. It's not a second option, but I'd like to welcome Fernando up. Put you on the spot. Is that okay? Another big thing that's happened in the last year is thanks to the effort and engineering talent of BRS. The BRS parachute is now available in the Sling TSI and Sling High Wing. And we are very grateful to have BRS in the Sling community. And we anticipate BRS being the choice of parachute for sling builders. And a few words from Fernando.
Thank you. Well, he did really put me in the spot. I was not expecting this. Anyway, for us, it's a really a surprise. We are new to the Sling community. We sort of met last year, this time. And since then, we have been working hard to make sure that we can design a configuration that will bring to the Sling community the level of safety that BRS has been known for many years. And it's not easy. It's a real intense engineering effort that, of course, requires a lot of attention from both ends. We've been working with these South African engineers, which it's always fun. It's a different way of working, I would say, especially in a product like ours that we design carefully so that it never gets used. But if it does, it has to work. So we hope that many of you find the opportunity of installing a BRS and you never get to use it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fernando. Sorry for putting you on the spot. Okay, I'd like to welcome Errol. He's the Australian distributor of Sling. Like Andrew mentioned, Australia is a big part of the Sling family. And a few updates from Down Under, Errol. Did I say that?
Yeah, you can. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. Really love to be here. It's I think it's my fourth time at Oshkosh now, and every time that I've been here, I just seen how Sling has grown and grown and grown. In 2013, we emigrated to Australia, and Mike graciously gave me a chance to go and sell slings down under. And my wife and me almost got divorced because the first thing that went into the container was a sling kit, with a result that half of our household had to stay behind. So anyway, I think it was worth the effort because we've sold, I think, in excess of 130 slings in Australia, which is still growing pretty strong. Every day we get more and more customers. So Mike and James, thank you guys for the opportunity and designing a fantastic aircraft. We started a build assist center about 2 years ago. In my backyard, I built a big shed and built a nice donga, as we would call it, a donga, little accommodation next to our center. So we don't do that many builds. I think my right hand and my left hand in the build center are right here, James and Mitch. I brought them this year with. To date, we've built about 25 aircraft. And we try to build more and more and more every day. So yes, you can come and stay at our place. We give you accommodation. It's all for free. You can have a car. Even if you're just a sling owner, you can come fly in, come visit us. We'd love to welcome you and show you what we do there. 2 conditions. When you come and build an aircraft with us, first condition is you bring an LP, old vinyl, of your choice. But you must bring me your best LP, an original cut. Okay? Number 2, you bring me a bottle of your best red wine. And we're going to share it while we're building your sling. And I promise you, we will build you one of the best slings in the world. Okay, so thank you very much. It's really great to be here. We enjoy to be part of this family, and it's fantastic to see so many slingers together. Thanks.
Thank you, Errol. And I had never thought about it before, but you're not allowed to fly while intoxicated. You're not allowed to do maintenance while intoxicated, but I don't think there's a rule about building an airplane while intoxicated. Someone check that. I'd like to welcome Matthew Todden, Enrollment and Media Specialist from Sling Pilot Academy, to give us some updates.
Thank you. I just want to start off by saying I feel extremely grateful for being welcomed into the Sling community. Over the past 6 years, I've seen this grow so much. I mean, just the booth that we started off at in 2018 is completely different than the Sling Island we have now. But in terms of the Academy updates, each quarter we're putting on about 65 new students. We have 350 students total. We have 40 planes at Torrance, and the Academy is just growing like crazy. We have our 2 main locations, one in Torrance, one in Gillespie. It's really exciting, and special thanks also to Mike for giving us the aircraft. That's made it really easy to sell our school.
Thank you, Matthew. Really appreciate it. So yeah, while we might be drinking beer in a tent in Wisconsin, we've got a great team of people out there getting ready to open up 2 new locations, and it's great. Next up, a quick word from the chief instructor of the largest flight school in Southern California. We're very grateful to have Mr. Paul Storsley.
Okay, hello, thank you. Yeah, so at the Pilot Academy, we focus on 3 things. Safety is number 1, and thank you, Mike, James, and the Sling team for designing a very robust airplane. It handles very well. It's a great trainer, and it is very robust and handles the abuse of students. Just yesterday, we had a student who had a not great landing, and it would have totaled a Cessna. And I think in this case, it's going to be a nose gear replacement and a gearbox inspection, and that's it. That being said, we don't like that either. Please, go around. If things don't look right, go around. Community, oh my gosh. So the community that we have here, we have a community within the Sling Pilot Academy hangars, both in Torrance and in Gillespie, and we'll share that with Long Beach and Santa Monica. And it's something that is unlike any other flight school. It's amazing the way the camaraderie that we have, and the way people get together and just share the love of aviation. The efficiency, as Matt was talking about, Matthew was talking about, we have expanded so much, and that's because of the efficiency that we have. Our planes fly, usually over 150 hours a month. That means like 100-hour inspection, every 3 weeks. Among the fleet, we fly over 5,000 hours a month, and we fly so much that we can really actually take data on what works and what doesn't work in training, and it's quite amazing. And that's all established first from a great airframe, but also the way that Matt and John and Wayne have set this place up. It's quite amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul. And I should also give a special shout out to the very first chief instructor that Sling Pilot Academy ever had. She's in the back there, and her name is Catherine Stanley. Catherine's now a DPE, and she only takes payment in cash, and she hasn't got time for anything else. Also, a special mention today to the folks from Duke Propellers in France, making some really innovative propeller designs. We're really grateful to have you guys here, and really grateful for all of the efforts that you've put in making your props so special and customizing them for our airplanes. So thank you so much. Linda's got a Duke prop on her airplane right now, which is a great segue. I'm going to invite Linda up for something very unusual, which is just a few words. Linda Solars.
You did that last year, and I surprised everybody with how brief I was. Well, so this is the year of the 916 and the high wing. And I just want to point out that I had November 916 HW for years. So I feel very fortunate to be a part of this incredible community and to have the foresight to realize what a great aircraft Mike and his team and James and everybody have created in the high wing. I am so delighted that the high wing's sisters and siblings are all being born now. I'm very excited about the refinement in the product, and I'm delighted to be a part of it. The 916 has really changed the game for me in terms of my climb rate and takeoff roll, so I'm grateful for that. And I'm loving the Duke Tiger prop. Is smooth. Doesn't even sound like a Rotax so much anymore. Nothing personal. No, Rotax, I love you. You know that. But it's a very different sound. Of course, the Rotax 916 has a different sound to begin with anyway. So stay tuned for more on the Duke and their innovative props. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. That was amazing. That was amazing. And Linda brings up an important point. There is a prop war going on too, but we won't talk about that. If you would like to come up and say a few words, as you guys know, it was just a couple of years ago that JP and Linda and Mike and James, did I miss anyone? Yeah, Matt flew across the Atlantic to Oshkosh, and some updates from you, JP.
I'm very sunburned. Yeah, so I mean, it's exciting every year to be back here and see a lot of familiar faces, but I think the most exciting thing is to see a lot of new faces, and that's been consistent for the last 3 years. You know, a lot of new people adopting Sling and coming into the family, and that's really exciting. So I think most of you know that part of what I do is YouTube videos and making short films of the adventures that I do in airplanes and sometimes on bicycles and all sorts of things. And when we crossed the Atlantic, I made some films of that and started publishing them on YouTube. And it's been pretty remarkable, actually. I had high expectations, but it's been awesome to see those videos received really well. And most recently, I published a 2-hour feature-length documentary of the trip on YouTube, which is free for everybody to watch. And that's just past 500,000 views, which is, really awesome for the brand. That's 500,000 people, laying eyes on the Sling Aircraft and seeing what they're really capable of. And combined, we've exceeded 20 million views now on the whole trip. That's across Instagram and YouTube. And yeah, a lot of new people excited about the Sling product. And yeah, I think that's a good thing. So I don't really have more to say, but I love you.
Jean is the one who's really responsible for the twins. So Jean's been working tirelessly, driving our team of about 20 builders in our build center at Torrance. And some updates from you, Jean.
Good evening, everybody. So, there's a lot to be said about the airplanes before we get to that. I really want to say welcome to everyone. There are a lot of new faces at the back, Steve and your wife, and I'm really glad that people have shown up that are starting to show an interest. So for them to see that the family we've got here, a lot of people from all over the world are here. And it's absolutely wonderful to see. I get kind of emotional looking at all of this. But and what is really special for us here this Oshkosh is to have Mike and James and Andrew here, who are really the heart of the factory. And I mean, you all know who they are. But to have them here as part of this, and to see Mike and James and Andrew interacting with people in the aeroplane. It really feels like we should have them here every year. So hopefully we can do that. Yep. Yeah, it's hard work, but yeah. So be here. Yeah. So yeah, as my partner Matt, who is an amazing person who runs things and has built the Sling Pilot Academy, which is built on the Sling product, really has put together a flight academy that is an operation that is I've never seen anything else like it in aviation. There are other operations, but this one is going somewhere that is kind of new and doing things that no one else seems to have done. We've created a flight academy that people want to be at, and they want to fly slings. And that's the basis of our operation in LA. We build airplanes as well, by the way. And so, yeah, we had to get the Sling TSI and the high wing here. We just had to make the twins and get them here. It's been a lot of work working with the team at Sling to get them done in time. And we got here, which is great. And I think now, as you said, this is the year of the high wing and the 916. Having built one, we know the tricks, we know everything, and we're going to build airplanes a lot quicker now. And there's going to be a lot of high wings flying in the U.S. soon. So the 916 is absolutely fantastic. Both, I mean, it's a blow-away engine in the TSI, but in the high wing, it's really made a very real airplane, quite unreal actually. So we're excited to get people in that and get them flying. Anyone that wants to fly a high wing and see what it's like, or the TSI, come to California, come spend a day or two out there, and we'll have some fun. I don't want to say anything more. I think it's time for the big boys.
And now for the two final speakers, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. James Pittman, co-CEO of Sling Aircraft in South Africa, and the Big Cheese.
This kind of thing makes me a little bit nervous to feel like I'm the big boy, you know. Just listening to everybody talking tonight and looking at how many people around the world are involved in and kind of engaged in and contributing to this business. I wonder actually the extent to which we in Johannesburg are actually relevant any longer at all. It is incredibly exciting to come here from time to time and just to see how big our community is. It's really, really heartwarming. And the last time I was here, I'd flown in with JP and with Linda and with Mike, and we'd had an absolutely wonderful journey. But it was quite crazy, and it was a relief to be here. My wife, Andrea, actually joined me, and then I flew on with her through Newfoundland and Greenland and Iceland and Scotland, across England, across Europe, picked up my two kids in Greece, where we spent a couple of days, and then up through Italy. And so it always feels like there's something absolutely crazy going on. And this time I came commercially. A hang of a lot has happened in the last 2 years. But perhaps most importantly, we've increased our employment complement from 300 to 430 employees. And we're no longer in one factory. Really, we're in 3 factories. 6 flying low wings. From next month, 9 flying aircraft every single month. And between 10 and 14 kit aircraft a month. And we feel that that's mature, stable. And so I wanted to say to the world, in the context of some kind of issues in this industry, we feel absolutely just over the crest. If you're number 200 in the line for a Sling high wing, you're going to be getting that aircraft or kit, as the case may be, in the next 18 months. Stand by. About South Africa as a venue. And is it reliable? Is it stable? Does it pose a political risk? And I feel actually that South Africa is probably one of the finest locations on earth to develop aircraft in our category right now. We've just had our elections. Nobody was shot. And for the first time since 1994, we've got a coalition government, really quite middle of the road, and strong and good for all of us, you know. And it's a cheap location to operate in, but we do have the skills. And so we are able to compete on a better footing in many ways. The regulatory framework is really quite permissive and facilitates this kind of work. And because of that, it makes us strong. We can be profitable, but pass on the benefits to people like our community, yourselves. So we feel stronger than we've absolutely ever been.
Thank you, James. Really appreciate the update. It's pretty easy to say that without the tireless work on making absolutely amazing designs, without settling for the mediocre, and just striving for perfection in handling, performance, and everything that's great about a flying machine, we wouldn't all be here. And all of that is thanks to the perseverance and the vision of someone called Mike Blythe. And I'd like to bring Mike Blythe up. We could call him Sling Dad.
Yeah, Sling Dad. Good evening, everybody. I'm thrilled to see so many new faces. It's amazing. Every single year it just gets bigger and bigger. We started with just a small community. I was talking to Jim yesterday, and he was saying the thing that's different about our community is that everybody's welcome. We, as the owners and the distributors around the world, we don't sit on any kind of pedestal or anything like that. We just, like one of you, we love flying. We fly around the world, we love partying, and we feel like we're just exactly the same as you, and that you can approach us in any way and you can talk to us. You can walk into the office at any time and come and sit with us in the office. You don't have to sit out there and wait for me until I come into the boardroom or something like this. You're just like, yeah, come and visit, come and have a cup of coffee or a beer with us. And so that's what we've created, the vibe that we've tried to create with Sling, and it's been amazing to see, and we can feel it. We can feel the love, and I hope you can feel the love from us as well. As you know, that we got that award yesterday. So I wanted to just speak to you about this award quickly. This is an award for aircraft design, and I looked at the list of all the recipients of this since about the 1930s or so, and all the top aviation designers around the world, light aircraft, small aircraft designers around the world are on that list. So it's a great honor for us to be on this. But I was thinking about it last night, and I thought, I could have had the best ideas about design and tried to make the best aircraft in the world. But actually, what's happened is that we've been recognized, all of us together, because it's not just us. It's actually you that have made this whole thing happen more than we've made it happen. So I wanted to just say that this award is actually your award, and if you don't mind, we'll take it back to the Sling factory. We'll hang it on the wall there, and keep it there on your behalf. Is that okay? So anyway, I'm always super happy to be here, and I'm super happy to meet all of you and to make new friends around the world. And it's really great in lots of countries, especially here in the United States. I mean, this is like the highlight of my year, always coming to Oshkosh whenever I can make it. So thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it. And of course, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. That's all the talking that's going to happen tonight. The music's going to go back on. The beer's still flowing. Make yourself at home. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate it.